This is Zorlu, the Comedy Vixen. We're live here at Q&A with Looney Tunes. Tell everyone who you are, Looney Tunes.
Mr. Vibe himself. You see it. You see it. Looney Tunes. Uh, where do I start? Visionary, entrepreneur, father, proud father. Um, Let me see. Grammy Award winning producer,
Mhm.
songwriter. You know, just a regular guy.
Always humble. That's how I remember you as when I was in ATL. Okay, but tell me one fun fact that people should know about Looney Tunes.
Uh, One fun fact that people should know about. I mean, honestly, I'm humble. You know what I'm saying? I'm a humble guy, you know what I'm saying, about his business. But yeah, that's a pretty fun fact by me just being humble.
Okay. That's creative enough. I can rock with it. I mean, that's good to know, especially when you have so much going on. Being humble is a good thing people would understand and know about you. Now, as a young black man, how did you feel when your uncle first started investing in equipment so you could further your interest in music?
I felt great because, it's hard, honestly, being a kid, um, having somebody believe in you and it's like, okay, you know, I want to be a producer. Do you want to be a rapper? Like, what is it? And he kind of seen my vision, and he really just took a chance. We both kind of like believed in each other,
Mm-hmm.
and he had faith in me. You know what I'm saying? And I had faith in him, and we really just took a chance. And it really kind of just all just started with him and investing. It really just started with a keyboard and the keyboard, and then I started, what I'm saying, producing on the computer, and it's just everything better came better within time. So,
So having that support system from your uncle
oh
really
yeah,
like
because
focus
I
your
wasn't
vision.
financially, I was a kid, so I didn't have no job. I'm gonna go buy equipment and stuff. So it's like, he took that risk. He bought me, a lot of equipment. So, with him making the investment is definitely a blessing. Because somebody, my age, you know, you got parents who like, hey, I want to do this, and they're like, nah, nigga, go to college. You know what I mean? Figure it out in college. So,
Right.
he took that leap of faith, and I'm forever grateful. You know.
Mhm. Even though everyone knows you as a producer and you still go by DJ Looney Tunes, what was the vision behind releasing a single called Exotic?
I don't know because I don't even think at the time I was smoking weed then. I mean, I don't smoke weed now, but I was smoking weed in my younger days. But it was just, me in the studio just vibing, and the beat was hard. Shout out to my boy London, and I just started humming the melody.
Yeah.
And then, got with my boy Voltron. We shot a video. It came out dope, like, but the inspiration behind Exotic, it's just, everybody just smoking Exotic at the time. And it's funny because right now I think of what people call it Zaza, and Zaza is short for exotic. Exotic. So they like Zaza, so they don't
Yeah.
call it exotic. No, that shit crazy. So
I
I think I
agree.
was ahead of my time back then when I did exotic. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what exotic is, go to YouTube, type in Looney Tunes exotic, and yeah, you'll
It's
get a nice little bop.
that, and me personally, based on the fact that I know you outside of seeing you on social media, cross paths and ATL, I think Exotic was your anthem. Like, hey, I'm behind the scenes, but this is my lyrical
Yeah,
journey.
yeah, I
That's
like
how I took
exotic. I had
Exotic.
I had powerful draws. Remember powerful draws?
Yeah.
I had that one. I had Act the Fool.
Hmm.
So I mean, I had my little moment classic. Me being an artist, it was a fun run, man. I did so many shows. That's why when I be looking at these artists, I be like, wow, you don't even know the half of the work you got to put in. I did so many shows, and my uncle, he was right there with me. You know what I'm saying, helping me out, and investing in the CDs and clothes, and he just believed in the vision.
Right. Now, your time you spent in LA, were you searching for a different creative direction or what was it like
It
out
was
there?
interesting. LA, man, look, man, listen. LA will grow your ass up quick as hell. Cause LA ain't no joke. I done seen people come out to LA, get swallowed up, get caught up in the whole, glimpse and the glam, and they get sent right back home. Cause
Yeah.
like LA is a different type of animal. I learned a lot living in LA. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you can make it in LA, you can make it anywhere. You know,
Hmm.
make it in LA or New York, you can make it in Atlanta. Should be a breeze.
Okay. Is that as far as the talent or as far as
Well, like I
economics?
wouldn't say talent that because the talent. There's so many people from all over the world. They go to LA to make it.
Mm.
Actresses, actors, musicians. So it's like you know, they if you go out there with no plan, just from a financial standpoint of living in LA is you would not survive. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I've seen people go out there and with a hope and a dream, and like, man, look,
Yeah.
wait, what? One bedroom, 2,500, nigga? How, how in the world
Right.
that doesn't add up? You know what I'm saying?
I
So
agree.
yeah,
I agree.
that's on some next stuff for sure.
Mhm. Now, explain to me some of the emotions that you had when you first went to the Grammys in 2019.
So going to the Grammys, it was cool. It was very interesting. Everybody all suited and booted or whatever, but it was definitely a vibe. You know what I'm saying? It was a cool experience because with all the award shows coming to LA, you know, it's just like honestly, it's just another award show because there's so many that come.
Yeah,
For
but
real,
what
for
was
real.
your experience? Like,
Now
did
my
you
experience with school is like it's almost like because you
get another
see
world?
everybody in LA all the time, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's just like you see all the people in LA and everybody's all dressed up. And it's just like, a who's who and who's winning and it's because there's so many parties in LA, so many red carpet events, and you see the same people there. So I'm just like, with my experience, it's like, okay, these are the same people I see all the time.
So basically, you already
Yeah,
adjusted,
it was
so it's
fun.
a
Nah, it was
same
fun. You
rodeo.
get to dress up and mingle with
Hmm.
the people you know. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was like a big networking party, but gala style.
Okay. Now, what is your day-to-day routine to maintain beat jug?
Uh, I mean, I wake up, uh, I read my Bible. You know what I'm saying? I thank God. You know what I'm saying, for waking me up. I check the schedule, and I hit the ground running. Honestly,
Hmm.
every day is different because I might be working with a producer. One day I might be working with a singer. One day I might be working with a rapper. The next day, so you just got to plan every day accordingly. But at the end of the day, um, it's like it's dope. Because it's like with me transitioning from LA to Atlanta, coming back, building my compound. So it's kind of like flowing. Got a little flow to it. I like it.
Hmm. All right. Now, what was the most, I guess, memorable studio experience that you've had as a producer?
Um, memorable studio moment. Let me see. Probably now that I really think about it, probably it's kind of good and bad. So it's like I was in studio with Future at the time. We was doing other songs, and then we recorded the love song, right? And then his engineer, Seth, at the time, he was like, "Yo, man, congrats on your Grammy." So he like spoke it into existence. You know what I'm saying? And then like a year later, I won the Grammy, right?
Hmm.
So I want to say maybe a few years after that, the engineer ended up passing.
Okay.
So it was like, fuck. Like I remember that moment. The engineer looked at me. And he was like, "Yo, congrats." Future was in there doing the hook. He was doing his part on the love song that was on Rihanna album. And he looked at me and he was like, "Yo, congrats." You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Yo, like." He's like, "This gonna get you a Grammy." I was like, "What?" It didn't resonate at the time, and then
Yeah.
I was like, "Yo," and then he hit me, I think on Twitter or something. He was like, "Yo, remember I told you it was gonna. I told you it was gonna win a Grammy. Remember, I told you. I'm like, yeah, you did. Crazy. I actually
Mm-hmm.
gotta go dig up that tweet now that I think about it. He's
Yeah.
like, I told you he was gonna get it. I was like, man, you showed it. He called it way before. I was like, Grammy off this? Cause he in the booth, love.
Yeah.
Like, he doing his thing, but man, shit, 100 million streams later, yeah, that shit definitely took off. But you never know. But it's like he seen something that
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see, which was kind of hella dope. So that memory always sat with me. Just off being in the studio, man. It's crazy, but like, definitely rest in peace, Seth, man. One of the dopest, coldest engineers, you know what I'm saying? I met, he was like future engineer at the time, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Seth.
Amazing memory.
Yeah,
Now.
man. Deep, deep depth. So it's so deep. I
Yeah.
don't think I never told that story. So you getting exclusive.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna make sure I highlight that. That's definitely good to know. I still want to know, what are your 5 cultural influences? Your top 5.
My top five, like as in people or just
Culture in general, like who's influenced you to shape you into who you are, so you can contribute to the
honestly,
culture.
let's say my top five. Me starting out, I really wanted to start producing because of Little John and Dr. Dre, you know, and then it's like, um, with me moving to LA, I got to tapping into the Quincy Joneses and the Ronnie Jerkins, and but right now it's like, I just do stuff for my family, man. Take care of my kids, It's like they my inspiration right now, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, it's not about me anymore. It's not about Looney Tunes anymore. It's about
Right.
George the Third and Asher. So I really just do everything to just kind of keep my legacy going.
Mm-hmm. Now, what's some advice you would give a producer who wants to relocate to Atlanta or is in Atlanta and they really just need to get their feet wet? Like, what should they do?
Um, I would say make sure your melodies is right. Make sure your 808s is hitting right. Make sure your stuff is hot, because you gotta understand it's like 1,000 on thousands of producers. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
what's gonna make your stuff dope? You know what I'm saying? Than all the other 100,000 of producers. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you know. If you first starting out, learn piano, learn how to play the keys. I tell a lot of producers that, because a lot of producers, they get stuff off making loops. But like, if you learn piano, you can make your own loops. Study that. Just kind of really just, if you're gonna do it, you really gotta be all in. It's not an uphill battle. You got to get around people you trust. A lot of people, try to take advantage because you don't know the business. Learn the business.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me?
Right. Right.
Learn the business. Learn what publishing is. Learn what copyrights is. Learn what a split sheet is. Learn what ASCAP is. BMI. Like, you see, like all that stuff I just named. Like, that's just go off just me and my whole decade of plus years of just doing music. It's like you learn as you go, because
Right.
you know I think anybody in this business done got messed over. That's like a given. So just be
Mm-hmm.
prepared to get messed over. You know what I'm saying? I want to say the other word, but we're gonna keep it clean. You know what I'm saying? But
Thank you,
yeah,
Lyrical
you
Journey.
know. So yeah, man, just make sure your stuff dope, learn the business.
Speaking of business, tell me about Vibe Studio Atlanta.
Oh man, listen. Humbly speaking, I think it's the dope, one of the dopest
Okay.
studios here in Atlanta. Definitely uh kind of transitioning from LA to Atlanta. I kind of wanted to do something dope, bring the kind of LA vibes. Hold on, let me look. Let me swing the camera around a little bit. Wanted to
Okay.
kind of bring the LA vibes to
Yeah.
Atlanta. So I really just got a vision, and I executed my vision. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to Atlanta. What I want to do? Okay, I know the studio business. So this is like my fourth studio. I had like 3 different studios in LA at 3 different towns or whatever. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
what? Let me just get real creative. You know, so I came out here, got a couple studio rooms, I got a podcast room, and I got like a nice visionary like live review room. Shout out to Nano Leaf too, because they sponsored me with my lights. That's why you see all the cool little dope lighting. So shout out to Nano Leaf. Y'all make sure y'all go grab you some Nano Leaf lights.
Okay.
But Vibe Studios is it's an experience, man. Honestly, people come in, they be like, "Wow, it didn't take." Oh, like, look, what you say? Rome wasn't built in a day. Took a
Mhm.
lot of patience to put this together. So, you know, I'm down to my last room. You know, should be wrapped up within a week or so, and you know, the vibe will be complete.
Okay.
The vibe will
Awesome.
be complete. But yeah, all the artists, producers, cameramen, y'all tap in Vibe Studios. Go to the website vibestudioesempire.com. And yeah, man, you know, I'm here in Atlanta.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Ducked off. If you know,
Yeah.
you know. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, you know, so
I
it's
understand.
definitely
Being rough
experience.
out there.
Hey man, listen. Atlanta streets don't love nobody. So yes, you gotta move real strategically. It sucks because I love Atlanta, but man, since I left and came back, it's like woo woo. You
I
gotta be
agree.
on your P's and your Q's, you know, head on the swivel, make sure like, you
Yes.
know what I mean, you check your surroundings. But you should
Mhm.
be like that anywhere. But it's like, man, it's like now it's like, you know, shout out to
I
ATL
agree.
Scoop and just make everybody hella paranoid.
I agree. I definitely agree. I yeah,
Hmm.
I definitely agree with that. Now, let everybody know where they can follow you at on social media. I know you
Yeah,
shouted out vibes.
everything at DJ Looney Tunes. You can
Hmm.
follow the studio at Vibe Studios with a S ATL at Gmail. I mean ATL on Instagram.
Hmm.
And yeah, just tap in with us, you know.
Okay. Anything else you would like to add, Looney Tunes, before we wrap everything up?
I mean, no, that's pretty much it, man. You know, y'all tap into the movement. A lot of new stuff coming. I'm back on my producing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I took a little break to get this built my empire, but you know, I'm back. So y'all stay tuned. A lot of cool stuff coming 2021.
Okay. This is Zara Lou, the Comedy Vixen. Thank you all for tuning in with our Q&A live with DJ Looney Tunes, Looney Tunes
Yes,
Grammy
sir.
producer, CEO of Vibes, and Beat Jug.
Yes, sir. You know it. Be good.